At this point of the install, we have all the rib nuts on and completely ready to go. Everywhere where I cut on the front fender, I trimmed it down, shaved it so that way it was nice and clean, not sharp, nobody's going to get cut on it. And I put a little primer just on the edge where there's fresh metal to make sure that it wouldn't rust. In the rear, where I did all the little pie cuts, I just put a whole bunch of seam sealer over all the fresh wells just to make sure that they're sealed up nice and you're not going to get any water in your trunk or have any issue whatsoever. So right now I'm on a little parts run. I gotta go get the bolts for the rib nuts to mock up the fenders for the final time before I'm gonna go ahead and paint them. I'm also gonna go grab some paint. I just had to get the color coat off the door jamb and make sure that's all good to go. So at this point I'm test fitting all the panels for one final time before I get ready to start painting them. Everything looks good. I'm happy with how everything is so far. With this back one, I had to really make sure the fuel door was able to open up completely fine, and it is. There's no problems, nothing's binding up, so I'm happy with how everything is so far. I noticed while I was sanding down the fiberglass there's some pits and there's some imperfections, and that's just the nature of working with fiberglass pieces. And now I'm going to prime them to fill in all the imperfections. I'm using a filler primer, and once I'm done priming them, I'm going to sand them and then do the final painting. I just finished priming them. I'm happy with how they are. They're just starting to dry. They look really great. Now I'm just going to sand them down one more time. I'm going to probably wet sand them with maybe 800 or so just to get them nice and smooth and ready to go, so that way the base coat will lay down great. And then the clear on top of that, and then we'll be on our way back to the final install. So I just finished up. I just laid down my third coat of clear. I did 2 coats of base, 3 coats of clear. That's what I usually do, and especially for black. It's a color that has really good coverage. A color like maybe yellow or something, I might do 3 or even 4 coats of base, just depending on how well it's covering. But this, I'm really happy with how it came out. There's some minor imperfections, but I'm still going to wet sand and buff them before they go on the car for the final install. So it looks great. I couldn't be more pleased with how they came out. So guys, this is finally the conclusion of this video. Thanks for sticking with me and watching it, and if you liked it, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. If you liked my work, if you liked how I did things, if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have a lot more coming out later on in the year. Anything that I think is cool, any paint work, any body work, anything that I'm working on, I'm going to go ahead and make a video out of it so that way I can share it with you guys. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate you sticking through it. I appreciate you liking it if you did, and if you didn't, you at least watched it. So thanks so much, guys. I'll see you real soon.